It's 11:35 at night, and I have another trip tomorrow. Another 3 day. How did we get here? This is my first time talking to you all from the plane, and I have to go all the way to the back. I have exactly 3 minutes to tell you all about my trip so far. So good. The weather has not stopped. No hustle, no show. We are boarding in 3 minutes to go from Denver to Washington State, and I'm just getting my little basket ready to hand out headphones and sandy wipes, although the headphones container is empty down here. So let me go find out where the rest of my sandy wipes and my headphones are. Honey, we're home. We have made it to Washington State. It is 10:37. Today we had a late check-in, like 3:30, and we went from Cleveland to Denver. We were delayed in Denver because Denver's wilding for respect right now, but we were delayed in Denver, and then Denver here. We have an earlier check-in tomorrow at 12:30, so your girl is about to put this hair up, take this makeup off, shower, and get in this king size bed right here because I do want to work out in the morning. I have my own breakfast. I packed really good. I think I showed you all earlier that I have 2 dinners, some snacks. We got a lunch meal on our first flight from Cleveland to Denver. Pardon me. And so that I end up saving a meal. So that was a hot meal. And I said that I was only going to buy 1 hot meal on this trip because I bought a pizza that I can warm up as well. So I'm getting hot food as well. So this is a 3-day trip. I don't know if I said that at the beginning. Did I? Yes, this is a 3-day pairing. So we have here back to Denver, and then Denver to Tucson, Arizona, or either we're going from here straight to Arizona. It's one of those two. I'll put on the screen when I edit this. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, the signature style has been coming through. Like, this is my style when I am purser. Because today there was a couple in first class, and she kept looking at my comb, and she called me over and she explained how she wore a comb like this for her wedding almost 50 something years ago. It's just classic. It's timeless. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow. Get in, kids. We're going to work out. Good morning. It's 9 o'clock, and I'm headed to the 7th floor because that is where. Well, I'm not headed anywhere, so I get these shit out, but that is where the gymnasium is. The gymnasium. So we're headed to go work out. I'm gonna come back, shower, and get ready for work. So guys, we finished our workout and I got back to the room at like 10:15. First of all, this is a nice hotel, but it's like split into 3 sections. So there's like 2 towers and there's a central section. I couldn't find the gym. I still got there at the time I wanted to get there, but the central section only has 5 floors. We were on the 5th floor. So last night at the desk, she told us that the gym was on the 7th floor. So I get in the elevator and I'm like, it only goes down. But the gym is on the 7th floor. So I go down to the lobby, which is on the 2nd floor. And I'm like, okay, this is the lobby, so there should be signs for the fitness center. I follow the signs, and that's when I see East Tower, West Tower. Who knew? Yeah, so I got back. I got in there around 9-ish, maybe 9:01, something like that. Left at 10:05. Got back to the room at 10:10 because I also thought I could take the elevator to the 5th floor from the East Tower and just walk my way across. Towers go up and down. The central part goes horizontal. Horizontal and vertical. They don't intersect on every floor. That was my mistake. I also have a big old, you can't see it, but I have a big old bump forming right here on my forehead. Don't like that. But got back here at like 10:10, 10:05, 10:10, something like that. And I ironed my uniform. It's hanging. My bag is packed, except for my gym clothes that I have on. That's the only thing that has to go in my bag. Yeah. I started going through my food because I'm going to warm up one of my meals to eat as I'm getting ready. I'm still debating whether or not I want to eat my salad or my salmon and rice. I know for sure I'm going to eat one of those. Yeah. But I came over here to simply say this. I was like, oh, you're moving. You got plenty of time. You don't have to be downstairs for the van till 12:30. I look at the time and it's 10:45. Girl, the wait time is getting away from us. This light is bright. Mine. Okay. We have to be downstairs in 10 minutes and I'm ready. I think something's going on with my shirt. But yeah, we are leaving the beautiful, where am I? Y'all know where I am. I told y'all yesterday. We are leaving here and going back to Denver and then going to Arizona. So we're dressed, we're ready. Let's get downstairs. Oh, it says it right there. I'm in Spokane. Washington. So let's go to work. Pack everything. But it's a collapsible bowl. So see, I got kiwi.
Wow, look at you go.
Okay.
So you came prepared.
Because on my last trip, I was starving.
After that,
Like Lee Marvin.
don't bring anything.
I hope there's a fork in here. Good gracious. Was your sandwich good? Was your sandwich good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Wait, what time is our check-in tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow?
Our van. Not our check-in, our van. Because I might need to... Why can't I get this open? I'm about to have salad dressing all
my
over.
God, don't let it explode.
All over me.
I dropped a bin of soda today, that last flight. Never has this happened to me. But the Diet Coke, it like busted open and it was spray. I had to
Oh my
catch
goodness.
It was going everywhere.
It's like yesterday, Lisa dropped 2 bags of ice all over the floor. That's why I was like,
yeah.
we've had a spill, be careful.
Uh-huh.
It's not meant for me to eat my salad. At this point, it is what it is with the bonnet because your girl is tired. Tired. I'm not an afternoon or evening flying type of girly. Like, give me a check-in between 7 and 9. It'll work, but I have made it to Tucson, Arizona, and I realized something. When we checked in, there was a woman at the desk who said that the room she was given was dirty, and she specifically spoke about the bed. And it was like a light bulb hit me. I haven't checked any of the beds. I'm a crazy person. I've been so tired because I've been getting in so late. I did it today though. I checked the bed today because she said that. And from here on out, girl, check that bed. Make sure it's clean. But we're in Tucson, Arizona. And we have an 11:50 fan time tomorrow. And then tomorrow's go home day, y'all. I'm so ready. So ready to be released to my off days. So, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm knowing I look crazy. Oh no, I look crazy. But this is editing Shalisha here, and I was looking at the footage that I have for this video, and I was like, girl, you took notes for your ending and you didn't do it. That's because I was trying to get home, y'all. They had worked me 6 days in a row. It was my first ever time working 6 days in a row. I'm sure it's not going to be my last, even though they are few and far between at my base in Cleveland. But yeah, so let's talk about it. I need to pull up my notes, but this is me properly closing out this vlog. Okay, let me just be upfront with y'all. My first 2 trips as a flight attendant, I was like, oh, this is nice. Like, this is so fun, so easy to do. Yeah, I love it here. I'm never leaving, you know. Guess what, y'all? My 3rd trip, that was my initiation. Like, that was the test of all tests. So, you saw my 3rd trip in the last video, and it was so busy. So many things were happening. I had 2 passengers who, like, I had one passenger, like, test me, basically, to see, like, what I would do if he, like, got up and changed his own seat after he was told he could not change his seat. And I went into my teacher voice. I did. And I said, you know, I could tell the captain to come and remove you. Basically, like, I can go and tell the principal to call your parents and come pick you up. Yeah, just like that. I had a passenger who, I think I explained this in the last one. She was supposed to get a wheelchair. The wheelchairs were not there, even though the gate agent told me at the door when she opened the door, you have 5 wheelchairs, right? Yeah. She was like, okay, great. I'm assuming there are 5 wheelchairs out there. No, there weren't. So that passenger was mad. I guess she thought that I had the wheelchairs just waiting on the wings or in my pocket or something. That was the 3rd trip. Before my 3rd trip was even over, crew scheduling had already put my 4th trip to start the very next day after my 3rd trip ended on my schedule, on my calendar, on my board, whatever you want to call it, you know, depending on what airline you work for. So yeah, me seeing it, because I have my work phone set to remind me to acknowledge my assignments at 7:30, because you're supposed to acknowledge every day around 7:30 when they're assigned. So I get the alarm. I go and I see that they want me to watch the door operations app for my pairing. And I'm like, I've already watched the door operations app. Go in, look at my schedule. Boom. There's a trip. My back-to-back trip. So me in the air, stressing like, is this legal? Is this possible? Like, trying to figure that out. So yeah, so after discussing it with the senior mamas I was flying with, you know, it was in fact legal, and the only way that it would be removed is if we were so severely delayed that I got in at like 4 a.m., which would make me not legally contactable for the 3:20 p.m. check-in for the trip. That didn't happen. We were delayed, but not till 4 a.m. So, mind you all, this is happening during Winter Storm Fern, guys. It's all happening. Get on my next trip, and I am purser again. So, I'm just like, okay, you know, this is becoming muscle memory by now. But I had not yet worked a meal service as purser on the Airbus. Now, for my company, they only staff 3 flight attendants for the Airbus model planes. Okay? FAA minimum crew requirement is 3. That's all they put on there. So that means I work up front by myself. So the last day of the trip, which is what you saw me doing, the drink service and everything. Is that what you saw? I think you saw that in this video. You saw me doing the drink service, counting my meals, all of that. The last day, we were on the Airbus all day. We were supposed to keep the same plane. We didn't, but we ended up being on another Airbus, which is fine, cool. So the night before, I had talked with my forward galley person, and she loves working in the back. And so on the Boeing model planes, the purser is supposed to finish doing service in first class and then get on the cart with the flight attendants in the back. My forward galley person loves being on the cart, so she asked, if I wanted her to go back there. I told her sure, because then I could practice working by myself up here for when we have the Airbus tomorrow. I thought I had mastered it, got my little practice in. That was not what happened at all. First leg of the trip on go home day, I was in the weeds. If you've ever been a server, you know what being in the weeds is. The time was counting down for us to go into descent prior to landing, and I was just like, I haven't gotten all the trays out yet. Like, I was trying to set up my bread basket. So first leg, I'm in the weeds. Like, I'm behind. I did not do my hot towel service. I don't think hot towels were stocked on the plane with me, because they would have been the first thing I saw. So that's not on me. I can't say that. But dropping the entire bag of fresh hot bread on the floor, minus 4 pieces, and there are 12 people in first class on the Airbus, that's on me. That's on me. Because I couldn't get the bag open. I can't have a knife or scissors on the plane. And whoever knotted the bag, knotted it so tight I could not get the knot out. So, dropped it, was in the weeds. Luckily, one of the flight attendants from the back came up and she was like, do you need help? Do you need anything? They finished service kind of fast in the back. We weren't even fully loaded. Like, our load for that first leg on go home day, it wasn't full. So they got through it pretty quick in the back. So she came up, she helped. It was beautiful. And so I was taking mental notes, learning from myself. And for the next leg, first of all, menu sheet already ready. They want us to do it in the app, on the phone. The app don't be wanting to work. It's not here to work. It's here to look pretty. So I'm going to have to get my bearings with that app. So I did it the old school way. I did it on the piece of paper, wrote out who my 1Ks were, global service members, what they had pre-ordered. And then I was able to confirm their pre-orders before we took off. We had that much time. We were supposedly delayed, but it ended up working out that I took their pre-orders, verified their pre-orders before we took off. So I just had to verify the people who hadn't ordered, what they wanted to eat. Meal count, I was faster at doing the meal count, although I hate the way they put the meals in the cart. But I'm going to write whoever my congressman is at my company and just give them these little tidbits. So yeah. Also, I was so frazzled. I forgot to get a postcard while I was in Spokane, Washington. On the bright side, even though I dropped the bread, even though I was in the weeds, the customers couldn't tell. They enjoyed our service. I had a customer come up and say to me, was that you doing the announcements? And I was like, yes, we don't have, the system for audio announcements on these planes. And he was like, I thought it was a recording the entire time. You do that very well. So little things to warm my heart, And even though it was a nightmare in my eyes, it was not a nightmare, and they had a wonderful experience. So that's good. And it just helps me to think about, how structure is something that I've always known and always done in my teaching life. But now that I'm a flight attendant, it's like I don't have to be type A. I can be type B. And I can let it slide. Because at the end of the day, well, what was I going to do? And what were they going to do as customers with the bread on the floor? Had they seen it, because they didn't see me drop it, but had they seen it, like, what were they going to do? Right there, Congressman? Like, right to the company. She dropped all the bread on the floor. Things happen. I could say it was turbulence. I don't know. Things happen. Like, it's my 4th pairing, and the worst thing that has happened is that I dropped an entire bag of bread on the floor. Like, no one got hurt. I've been doing all of my safety and security things correctly. Like, we're good. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. If you know somebody who will enjoy this type of content, please tell them to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers by June. Please and thank you. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.